Hey everyone, Big Pauly back for a brand new video. You probably recently heard in one of my Blu-ray hunts, I'm planning on getting a new TV for the cinema room here. Well, today I've been having a bit of a mix around, taking some things apart, moving some things, because I wasn't really happy with where things are. And I just wanted to show you a little guide in my stages when I get the TV, when I get the stand, because I've ditched the old stand, if you remember. I'll post a picture here. It was a big old clunky metal and glass stand that I found on Facebook Marketplace and linked it up here in one piece. So I've dismantled that. It takes up too much room. I want to get a smaller one. So let me just flip the camera around and I'll show you what I've done so far and what the plans are. Okay, so this is the space. So yes, the TV was there. Okay, at the moment there is the TV covered up. That is the disassembled stand. So I suppose I'll have to take it to the tip. They must take glass in the tip. Of course they do. Yeah, and any metal bits as well. All the metal brackets and everything are in the CEX bag. Down the bottom here, round the back, we've got all the players. None of them are connected. I've just left them as they are for now. So we've got the Denon amp at the bottom there. Then we've got Blu-ray player, 4K player, Skybox, Apple box. There's all the cables for every single thing. You'd think that would be cableless by now. Yeah. There is the speaker. Here, there, everywhere. Yep. And there's the cables. What I'm planning to do is actually take the Atmos speakers and I'm going to mount them up there. One that side, just above the projector screen, firing up to the ceiling. So yeah, I'm happy with that. I want them out of the way. I want them higher up, and then I'll just trail the cable kind of like down behind the actual screen, and it will disappear behind the back. These avatar thingies, I'm keeping them. Lulu found them in Blockbuster Video when they were advertising the Blu-ray when it first came out. Yeah, so they're stuck to the wall. I'm going to keep them. I'm going to get a new stand that's going to go down here, but it's not going to be one of the ones that go right across, because it was a bit clunky and it came right out and there was so much, you know, taken up. I mean, it came right out here. So there was a lot of room that was that I was losing. So I'm just going to get a stand to put all of the players in and the amp, which will be in the centre, in the middle. But I need to find one that takes the right weightage, probably about 50 or 60 kilos, and also be longer than 50 centimetres or 60 centimetres wide, because I'm going to put the new TV on the top of it. The sides will hang off, but as long as it's centered, because there's no reason to go over here to knock it. So that's the plan so far. I think it's probably going to take about 2 weeks, so there'll be no watching movies in the cinema room, unfortunately. I'm not looking forward to connecting up 155 million cables into the back of the amplifier. Yeah. And look, even poor old Yoda's got fed up with all the cables. You'd think we'd be a wireless bleeding thingy by now. Yeah. Anyway, there you go. So yeah, so that is the plan. I had received a couple of comments in the video, the Blu-ray hunting video, to ditch the projector screen, get a 77-inch, put it on the wall, which was a possibility. I could have. Although there's no way in hell I would have been able to put that on the wall myself. And I don't think Dad would have wanted to do it. But I like my projector screen. I like my 3D. So I'm going to keep that. And I don't think we're going to lose too much of the bottom of the projector screen with the bigger size of TV, because I'm going for the LG C355. So don't think I'm going to lose too much. But yeah, that's the plan. And that's where I'm up to now. So I'll see you on the next video when I've got the new centre stand. I just got to shop around for it now. Okay, so the next step has been done. Not a very big step, but I went to see Furiosa today and I didn't get back till late. 3 hours to go 20 miles, basically because of the government and much of a bunch of muppets they are. Because everybody heads to the coast in Dover and you get gridlock traffic all through the town. And I came back from Ashford through Folkestone and it took ages. Yeah, another good reason not to vote Conservatives. One of many. Yeah. So yeah, I'm happy with what I've put up at the moment. I'll just turn the camera around and show you. Okay, so basically all I've done is move the Atmos speakers above the screen. So I've got one there and one there, firing upwards towards the ceiling as they're upwards firing ones. So the brackets are in the right places on the back. You'd think that it would kind of like face downwards, but no, they don't, because they're upwards firing ones. So they'll hit the ceiling and then come down over the top of my head. So that's that. That needs a good old clean down there, but I'm not doing that yet because I need to get a rug. I'm getting some kind of nice little black and red rug that's going to go down there, so I'll have a hoover up down there beforehand. Yoda's still got a load of cables. There's the other speakers, there's all the cables there, and there's the players. Yeah, so it's moving step by step. And the next step, which I'll be doing in a couple of days' time, 2 or 3 days' time, because we've got a bank holiday in between, and I'm working tomorrow as well, is the new stand. So I need to build with the new stand. I was hoping to get the rug here before I build the stand, but the stand is here already, and it says the rug, if I order a rug now, it won't be here until the 1st of June. Which means I can't put the unit down until the rug arrives. Yeah, nothing's ever coordinated, is it? Anyway, there we go. So that's as far as I've got until I build the actual rack system. Oh yeah, and you know everybody hates a pet peeve, something that they really hate and can't stand doing and just start panicking over because they know they've got to do it. For me, it's drilling holes in walls. I absolutely hate it with a passion because it never goes right. It never goes right. You either don't get the right size drill, you don't get through the wall, or it's at the wrong angle. And yeah, I did put one speaker up higher than the other, so I had to drill another hole below it. But that's it, I'm not drilling any more holes in the wall. Bollocks to that. I hate, absolutely despise drilling holes in walls. There you go. Okay, so next stage has been done. I've cleared out down there, hoovered it. The subwoofer was actually down the side there, and then that shelf was over it. There is the mat. I really wanted it to go right to the edge, but I think that'll be all right because the speaker's going to go down there anyway. So there is the subwoofer, really long subwoofer. And a table there, and the Mandalorian's helmet. One of the other speakers is going to go that side, so this might have to move over slightly, and then the other speaker goes down there. The new rack system will go in the middle with everything tiered up, and then the telly will go about there, right across. So I think I'm going to have to use my lower speaker stands. Yeah, so a bit of a mess in here at the moment. So that's the front 2 speakers. There's the telly. That's the 2 big front speaker stands. I think I'm going to take these ones up the storeroom and bring the other ones back, which are about that height. I think that'll be fine because it needs to, I think it's going to need to go underneath the bottom of the telly. So they need to be lowered down. Yeah, so tomorrow I've got to take the glass sheets up to the tip that used to be the old table. And then I come back and then I start making the new rack system. They reckon it takes 30 minutes, but I don't know about that. And then we'll build that, put that in place. Depending how long it takes tomorrow, and then I can start putting the things inside and connecting all the 155 million cables up. And then I can start moving some stuff, and then the last thing will be the TV. So I need to make room at front to lay the telly down on the box, on the packaging, so I can put the stand on it, because for a very limited room in that cinema room, and I don't want to, I can't put the stand on the telly downstairs or in this room and then carry it in that room, so it's got to all be done in the other room. Okay, so that's it for now, so I'll see you on the next stage tomorrow. Okay, I am back in the cinema room. I've just put together the new unit. There's the instructions. Now it said 30 minutes for one person. 4.5 hours. Took me an hour and a half just to put the frames on. No, not glasses. So, and it became really fidgety and really awkward trying to get it at the right angle and get the bits together. So 30 minutes, piss off. 4.5 hours. So I'm going to give them a bad rating for that. 2 stars. Because they're telling bollocks. Okay, it's in place. I'll show you what it looks like. And then I'll also show you what it looks like with the equipment in. I'm not going to hook the equipment up until tomorrow, but it's taken most part of the day just to assemble this bloody thing. Oh yeah, and I'm going to lose half the projector screen. Okay, so there it is. There's the new unit. As you can see, I'm going to lose at least half of the projector screen. I thought it was going to be a bit lower, but I mean, I'm getting an OLED, so I'm happy about that. I'll sort out the 3D later on. I certainly didn't want to mount it on the wall. I hate mounting shit on the wall. Yeah, it was a job just to put this bloody screen up. But and I'm not sure, because when I was putting the Atmos speakers in up the top there, I swear that some of it was more hollow than the other sections, so I didn't want to risk it. But I wanted it on a stand anyway. So yes, that's the subwoofer. One of the speakers is going to go over there. One of the front speakers is going to go over there. I'm going to ditch my speaker stands that go up there, because of course the telly is going to go across there. But I've got smaller ones, about that high. So that'd be perfect, because it'll go underneath the screen then. So the telly will go on the top there. I might even eventually get a projector and just have it come down eventually. I don't know. I mean, I do love 3D. I do watch 3D, but compared with 4K and compared with Blu-rays, how many times do I put the projector on? I think I've had it on twice in the last 6 months. So I don't want to get rid of it. I don't want to get rid of it because I love me 3D. But unless they come out with a 4K 3D TV, then I'm all set. But anyway, I'm glad I got this. I'm glad I got this. And it's a better setup. I wanted an OLED. I wanted an OLED for a few years now. And I'm willing to sacrifice the 3D for the time being to get the OLED. So the telly will go up the top there. That space there is going to be the center speaker. That is going to be the Blu-ray player, the 4K player, Skybox, the mini Skybox, and the Apple. And then that's going to be the Denon amp. So I think I'm going to put everything in there now so you can see what it looks like without connecting the cables. Okay, so yes, there we are. So that's pretty good. Actually, I'm really happy with how that's turned out. Right, okay, so yes, we've got the Denon amp down the bottom there. We do have some air gap at the top, so that's really good. I was a little bit worried, even after measuring it, if there was going to be room. So then we have the Blu-ray player there, 4K player, and then Apple box, Sky box, so they fit nicely. And then the front speaker, so they're pretty good. So the front speaker is no longer behind the telly. I had it behind the other TV. And I had to crank it up even louder so that more volume came through underneath the telly. So at least this time I can I can just leave it there and I'll get a nice clear dialogue. And then I'm going to put the front speaker there and the front speaker over there. And then we've got the Atmos speakers already set up with the cables coming down. So tomorrow will be a case of connecting all the cables, everything all together. And that will be the last step before getting the actual TV. So I'll probably order the TV either later today or tomorrow for delivery by Friday, hopefully. Also, getting rid of that massive glass thing that went right to the edge and had all those shelves. And then the TV, you couldn't get behind the TV. At least this time with the TV on top of it, I can get to behind it. I can pull them out. And there's less to dust. So it's just that area to dust, rather than the whole of the glass tables, like 3 shelves worth. And then as I had it previously behind the telly, yeah. So yeah, I'm happy with that. So it is 11:15 AM on Thursday, the 30th of May. I'm just sitting here, just waiting, just moving a few bits around on the side. Everything is set, and my OLED is due to be delivered between 1:15 and 3:15 today. It's going to be a bit of a tight squeeze, but they all say that. Yes, getting the box in here, because I've looked at the dimensions of the box, the packaging. It's going to be quite long. I'm not playing with much room, and considering that I've got to take the TV out of the box, lay it down, and then put the stand on it. That will be the trickiest bit. But then getting the TV and lifting it up onto the thingy will be fine, perfect. But I have done a few measurements in here. There is enough room to lay it down, and also for me to get around it and put the stand on. So yeah, so it should be a doable thing. So that is the current setup. That is all ready, waiting for the TV now. So I've got all the wires connected up. Yes, I am a mucky git. I don't use cable ties because cables are going all over the place behind each other. But it's how it's always been. But it's a lot tighter than it was the other way with the big glass stand. There are the new speakers. Well, not the new speakers, the new speaker stands. So that is perfect. I might lower one of the pins on each side to kind of tilt the speaker a little bit, because that side is on the carpet. Yeah, and there's the other one over there. And as I thought, look at that, perfect, goes right across the top there, so it's not going to interfere with the TV at all. That's basically it. There is nothing more to do. Oh yeah, one last thing. I did take these subwoofer out for now, so I've put it in the bathroom, because it is a really long subwoofer, and it came out to about there, the edge of the red carpet, and I need that extra room for the packaging and to lay the TV down. So once the TV is up on the stand there, I'll bring the subwoofer back in and connect it back up. But yeah, everything else is connected up. Once I put everything in with all the cables, I did watch Gravity yesterday on the projector screen. I had a choice of watching it either in 3D or the standard edition. I opted for the standard edition because I wanted to test out the Atmos, because it has a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. Whereas the 3D version, I think, only has a DTS Master Audio one. But it sounded fucking awesome. It sounded incredible. Yeah, so all we need now is a 4K for Gravity with a Dolby Atmos soundtrack. I'm sure it will eventually come. Fantastic. So that's it. So far. Yeah, so I'll just sit here for another hour and a bit. maybe move a few discs around, because I know there's a few 4Ks that I need to slot into place here, and now I've got the opportunity to do it. So yeah, just got to wait for the delivery people now. Fantastic. So the next update, hopefully we'll be getting so close to getting that OLED on the stand, and I still haven't decided what the first film I'm going to watch on the OLED is. It's close at the moment because I've been going through everyone's comments. It might be Blade Runner 2049, it may be Dune 2, could be Revenant, I don't know yet, but you'll be the first to know. Well, actually, I'll be the first to know because I'll be putting the disc in the player. Anyway, yes. So, yeah, I'll see you in a bit. Okay, so big props to the delivery guys. They couldn't get up the road because of cars and vans parking opposite each other. The van was too big to back up the road. So he unloaded it at the bottom of the road. One man carried it on his shoulder and even carried it up the stairs to the back bedroom. One man. What a hero. Saves me bowing up my back. Okay, so I've got the TV leaning against the chair. Put the polystyrene down, and then I'm going to lower the telly down onto the polystyrene. Okay, so I've decided to do away with the brown rug that I had there. It's been there for years. And I bought another one of them to go under there so it matches. So that'll be here tomorrow. I just need to hoover up a little bit. Okay, so it's all up there. Looks really good. Yeah, looks really good. Haven't turned it on yet though. Whenever somebody buys a new TV, do you always wonder, you know, all that putting the stand on, manoeuvring it, putting all the packaging away, do you always fear that what if something's not quite right or it don't work? I'm fearing that now. Anyway, let's turn it on. Oh, hang on. Got to do the peel first. Yeah, and it's not a dance. Let's peel. Okay, so here we go. Here goes the reveal. That's as far as I'm going. Oh, and you can see me. Hello, hello. And yes, look. Half a screw. Oh, bloody hell. Because I thought it was going to be down here somewhere. So it would have ended about there. Oh, well. I'm happy I've got that. So there we are. I will turn it on in a minute. And let's hope for the best. Right, this is going to be the cleanest it's ever going to be. You ready? Oh, look at that. That's never going to be as clean as that again. Yeah, never going to be that clean again. So there we go. That is it. It's all set up. I've already watched my first film. Yes, it was Avatar in Dolby Vision and Dolby Atmos. And it looked incredible. Especially like the bioluminescent stuff. And it sounded fantastic as well. I know I've always said the only way to watch Avatar is in 3D. But this looks so good. So good. I used an AV Forums YouTube video to set the best settings out of the box for standard def, HDR and Dolby Vision, but it's not going to be the optimized settings, of course, so I might try and invest in getting a disc, an LG disc or something. If anybody knows where I can get a setup disc to get the best settings, or a website that I can go to, please let me know in the comments down below. But there we go, all done, really happy. Everything is where I want it. Yes, I lose half the projector screen. It's a compromise I'm willing to live with for the time being, because I find myself watching more and more 4K stuff these days than I do 3D. But I can eventually do something with the projector screen, maybe get someone to mount one on the wall and just drop it down in front of the screen, the OLED. There we go. I'm no longer an OLED virgin. So I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, like it by giving it some thumbs up. Don't forget to subscribe, comment and share, and I'll see you on the next video very soon. Bye bye.